Hello and welcome to the Extreme Z Podcast, the only Dokkan podcast making your favorite talk show format relevant again. I'm your host, Epic Sick 2.
And I'm your co-host, Gaylon.
Did I get you with that one?
You did.
Good. Do you remember a couple episodes, like, way back when you were sick? We're just, reversing roles this time. Now I'm sick.
Also, would you mind turning off the screen share? Because
sure. I got you. All right, well, welcome back to another episode of the Extreme Z Podcast. We just had, an entire conversation as the intro of the video, but we're keeping it in.
Yeah.
Welcome to episode 34. That is crazy. We got to do something special for 50. Maybe even 40. But today, it is kind of weird that we're talking episode 34 for the 5th year anniversary. But today we are going to be talking about the 5th year anniversary. We did a podcast episode way back. It was actually episode 11, where we dissected the podcasts, the anniversaries. And so what we're going to do today is, because obviously during that time, the 5th year anniversary, was not out, of course, because that's not how time works. We're going to kind of put it up against the past anniversaries, mainly 3rd and 4th year, to see how it fares in terms of content. A couple episodes ago, we talked about anniversary units specifically, like the new dual Dokkan Fest units that would come out every time. But this time we are going to talk about just the anniversary as a whole, rather than just the particular units. You, my friend, are going to have to do a lot of talking as well today, too, because I can't. I'm all throat gang.
Can you handle the news at least?
Weak, yeah, no, I'm fading fast. No, I got it. Yeah.
My throat's hurting too, so this is gonna be fun.
All right, now you're just Johnin anyway.
I wish I was actually. My throat's actually.
Well, you wish you had Johns. Anyhow, let's start off the news with JP. We are going to cover some stuff from the weekend that we did upload the last one, because when we recorded it and then when the news came out, literally just flipped us sideways and chucked us off a cliff. So
yeah,
we're just going to talk about the stuff in particular that we missed. Also, I may or may not occasionally mute my mic. Oh, wow, I sound awful. To blow my nose like this, so you lovely viewers don't get ear blasted.
Yeah.
Because that would not be tasty. All right. So let's go over the first thing that we had here. We had the Elder Kai banner renew. Wow, cool. We have so this was super weird. We had the Ichiban Kuji banner. Yes. The Ichiban Kuji banner go live. This was a really weird thing. So this is I think I said actually in a past video that this was an old Kuji, but I was mistaken. I double checked it. It's actually the Kuji that was going on when this dropped. But essentially what this is that there are 6 units on the banner, and they all coincide with a figure that is currently available in the Ichiban Kuji lottery, that being UI Goku, Blue Evo Vegeta, but the Super Saiyan Blue form, Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, the Tech one, his SSR art, STR Gogeta's UR, AGL Super Vegito, and transformed into Rose. How you got the ticket to summon on this banner was you had to buy it from the sale. It was I think maybe 100 stones, and then you got the ticket as well. And with that, you could summon on the banner. But it was really weird because it was literally one ticket and one summon, and they didn't even give you any more. You could only do the banner one time and get one of these units guaranteed. Granted, if you didn't have any of them, or you still had all of them duped out, or didn't dupe them out rather, or hadn't had them duped out yet, this would be pretty good. But, Stinky, one summon on this is kind of weird. I remember we did this on the video, and we were wait, that's it? It was quite odd, but anyhow, that came and went.
Both your tickets.
Yeah, because you got 2 tickets, and then it was only one summon.
Yeah,
very odd. Anyway, so this was something really weird that they did. I don't think we ever got a clear explanation as to what this 100% was. But by summoning on the LR banner, you got these tickets. And the tickets could be exchanged for tickets in the Baba shop, which allowed you to get real-life prizes. How you use the in-game tickets to get real-life prizes, I have no clue. And no one ever, like, really explained the whole thing, which also really doesn't help. But essentially for us on the, not Japan side of the world, the tickets were useless, unfortunately. But you could turn them in for things like the actual Dokkan CD, OST, figures, signed prints with I think voice actors or singers or something like that. Different Dragon Ball physical goods. So I did think that was a really interesting way to integrate that. It's just kind of a shame that no one really took the time to show how that worked, because I think it would have been cool if I think Talon did do a video on it, but I don't know if he actually went in depth on how to exchange the tickets for the real life items. So I'd have to double check on that, but it's a shame that I don't know, nobody, I guess you would have had to won the giveaway or whatever, but it's a shame that nobody went into the store and made that. I don't know, maybe if I look around on Japanese YouTube, but anyway, point being, with that, of course, came the arrival of the Broly Trio and the Rose LR banner. This banner was actually pretty good. Obviously, the two LRs on it are both fantastic. Rose is one of the best units in the game. So very, very cool here. And this was essentially what happened for part 2. Okay, so moving on past what we may have covered. Infinite Dragon Ball history, the new stage came out, which was the Future Trunks stage. Unfortunately, me and Kayvon's hopes and dreams were shattered. It was just Spirit Sword Trunks. It wasn't actually Sky Zamasu.
Oh well, one day.
Though funny enough, I think it was actually that event. Sky Zamasu did feature in there. Just a screenshot of the sky was in there. So I don't know, interesting.
Well,
yeah, I need to find that in the assets because I actually never got around to that. But regardless, there was an error for bug fixes where people got a stone in their gift box. That was about Vegito's super attack. We had the stickers go live for the Gogeta, Goku, and Vegeta. These, I don't know. I actually didn't even do these, and I probably won't. Because as much as it is cool that you can get these for free and then you don't have to use your normal stickers on it, because the stickers that you get from the missions for these three, you can only use on these guys. You have to use them 77 times in battle. And how? Where am I going to do that? You know what I mean? It's good because you can use them on the EZA for Broly and Vegeta, right? The kid ones. But Gogeta doesn't even get the leader skill boost from the leaders that you should bring, right? And you're not playing that event 77 times.
Definitely not.
So you either have to just waste stamina to get this, or I don't know, maybe just bring them on an easy A team. I don't know. Cool.
Or do boss rush 77 times.
Nah, Chief, we ain't about all that. I don't know. Oops. Well, you got a taste of it.
You didn't meet yourself that time.
It's fine. It's fine. It was leaking out too much. I had to come through for my nose.
We'll get him next time.
Anyhow, kind of poor execution, I feel like, on the missions. Just for that, I don't know. It's just weird to me that they chose 77 times, because that just feels like a lot for that particular unit. I don't even know if you run through 77 stages, when you play through Run of Dokkan.
Oh, not to get you off, but if anything, it is a unlimited time mission. It's not just tied to 3rd year or 5th year.
Well, that's good.
So you could just do it at your own pace.
That's true. But yeah, so stickers are also now a thing, which is cool. You can get those from the battlefield and from a couple different missions and stuff like that. We did have the first LR EZA in the game, which is actually pretty crazy.
Definitely.
That being Zamasu Goku, right? It was kind of a surprise when we all saw that he was getting an EZA. Big spook on that one, but he is really good. And I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed with him when he first came out, and then the EZA was like, well, okay, never mind. So that's cool that he got a little bit of redemption. We did have a Trunks campaign that was like missions, but not really the traditional missions. It was more so the mission where you collaborated with the community, like you all use like a certain amount of stamina or awaken a certain number of units or what have you. You got stones for that. You got some other items. And the grand prize, though, was the Merge Zamasu Corrupted versus Vegeta Blue wallpaper in the same regard as the Broly and Gogeta one, which we did reach in like 2 days. So that was cool. And then we had the 3-day weekend special missions. And that was it for JP. Speak, I need a blow.
Alright, I'll take up the global news now. Right, so on global, we had the Filled with Energy campaign go live. A login bonus, missions, a better than normal Dragonstone sale, funny enough, with a super discount for 77 stones.
Low-key was jelly of that.
Yeah. Hercule's Heart Pounding Gifts is back. I got 1 stone a day every day. And then I got a 7 the last day, so woo, fun.
Hey.
The max power reinforcement campaign for the or the growth badges are here. Basically the global equivalent to the Christmas bells that JP got on Christmas. The LR God 2 legendary summon went live along with the Int banner category summon, which brought the awakenings for the 2 Int units. The Vegeta and Gohan.
Uh-huh.
Elder Kai banner, woo.
Yay.
Universe 7 God of Destruction is back. The Dokkan event's just live till today.
Beautiful.
Well, some events were back. The Fierce Battle for Planet Namek, the Final Showdown with Frieza, and the Battle of Gods event. Oh boy, throat work with me. The Super Strike Vegeta event was live every day to farm up the Int Extreme Vegeta's super attack. Beerus can be Extreme Awakened from Tech Beerus' EZA now. Global got the 16th Battlefield. Sadly did not bring Mech Freeze and King Cold. Hopefully the next one, unless Saiyan Day decides to push it back another Battlefield, which is very possible. And I don't like that. And then the best part, the Fizz Vegito Blue EZA came and went, and he came as the best unit in the game and left everyone speechless.
My man is OP. As you should
much, yeah. Extreme Z Battle Challenge Pack.
I mean, to be fair, if you didn't have Vegito Blue, that would be the only way I would tell you to summon on that.
No, yeah, I mean, the packs aren't bad, but
yeah,
usually they're not really worth it. But for Vegito Blue, probably. The Tree of Might event, the Hero of Justice, and Otherworld event are all back till the 10th. The Vegito Blue event and the Cell Games Dokkan event are here, and Cell's EZA is back for whatever reason, because for whatever reason they don't want to EZA the androids yet, but oh well.
Didn't one of the cells not EZA yet on Global, or am I misremembering that?
No, they both EZA'd.
Interesting. He was on Vegito's banner, so I guess that's why.
And besides that, there's a server maintenance that added info on Cooler, so he is coming next, and he should be out by the time this is live, the night this is live, I guess.
Uh-huh.
We got first place achieved for Godku.
Crazy, bro.
Okay. We got 14 stones. Thank you, Luxembourg and France.
France the GOAT.
Yeah. So 14 free stones. Very nice. And Cooler's event and story revamp got teased. And we got an issue with story keys about some events not working properly.
And there is one more thing that both have, technically. So,
yes.
This. So global at the moment is set up with how the timing with Cooler is, to be able to share a Saiyan Day celebration just as they have in years past with JP. So I guess we're just kind of, speculating that it's going to be the case on both, but it's probably likely, regardless, guaranteed on JP.
Speculating more like hoping.
Yeah.
Praying.
Yeah, living on a prayer. V-Jump recently, or not recently actually, a while ago showed that essentially, and this is something people have wanted for a while, a Team Bardock LR, as well as all of Bardock's team, akin to the free-to-play Ginyu Force team, is going to be coming to Dokkan. Beautiful. So cool. This is something that people have wanted for a really long time. People have really liked the Ginyu Force team and the event and what they did with that kind of stuff. They're really hoping that they would do that with some more teams. Team Bardock, the Shadow Dragon, stuff like that. And finally, they are making the Bardock Squad, which is really cool.
It's been since third year, and now we finally get one for Saiyan Day, not for an anniversary, funny enough.
Yeah, very weird.
And the reason I was saying for Battlefield, specifically on Global, what we might get it pushed back is because remember how we got copies for the for the Tech Ginyu Goku LR, right?
Yeah.
We got one from completing the Ginyu Force.
Right.
One from the LR Frieza campaign.
Uh-huh.
And then the other 3 from Battlefield. So I'm thinking, during Saiyan Day, we're probably going to get a Saiyan Day themed Battlefield.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Meaning that Mech Frieza and King Gold are getting pushed back another month.
Ooh.
And people are not going to be happy about that because they're already complaining.
I mean, does anyone use them, though, realistically?
They're one of the best free-to-play LRs, so yes.
But, like, I don't know. I see no one talking about them, though.
Probably because nobody has them yet.
Fair.
Plus, you can't even rainbow them on JP.
Unless you play JP. No, just kidding.
Like, you can't even rainbow them on JP yet.
Yeah, that is true.
Crazy. But yeah, so that's my speculation aside.
Yeah, I'm very excited about that, though, as a diehard Bardock fan and just, Dokkan fan in general of things that they do right. Very good one this time, guys.
Now, you think... Let's speculate a little bit more just to pad out the news a bit.
No, we're good. If you want to throw it out there.
Would you want it to be a dual Dokkan Fest with a Super Saiyan Bardock and Chilled?
Yes, but not after the anniversary.
See, that's the problem, because it's not going to be good for both versions, because Global's going to have to do that, and then Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and then Majin Vegeta, and then the anniversary. And
they have Cooler just about now.
Yeah, and JP's going to have that, and then Tanabata, then Golden Week and stuff like that. And then Blue Kaioken eventually coming.
It's going to be a rough one for us, boys.
I'm hoping it's just a Super Saiyan Bardock and like an unfeatured Chill.
That would be cool.
On this banner.
That'd be cool.
I would take that.
Like, honestly, optimal scenario. We've talked about this before. Bardock active skill where he's pounding the ground, right? And then the lightning's hitting all around him, and then his super attack is him walking out of the smoke and then grabbing Chilled and just whipping him around and chucking him everywhere.
The only bad part about that, though, that will invalidate LR Bardock, and I hate it.
True. Unless they, like, I don't know. I don't know how they'd give him a different name, but...
Yeah, that's the only problem. They could keep the super attack part, but the active skill transformation, they might not be able to do it.
You know, it'd be funny, actually. If they did, because you know how it's like Trunks' future? If they did Bardock past...
Oh my goodness.
I mean, technically, that is the case. So I don't know.
That would be funny.
That would be good meme.
But regardless,
let's go ahead and move on to the 5th year discussion. We're gonna be pitting 5th year anniversary up against some past celebrations here.
Third, fourth, let's be honest.
Spoiler alert: it's already not looking good for 5th year.
But if you want to know our answers, watch the ad.
See you in the next tab.
Give money, receive anniversary topic. And we're back. Better enjoy that ad because you have to pay for Theo's health insurance. Not okay.
I am slowly fading away.
Donate to the non-existent Patreon to fund this man's medical bill?
I mean, I do have a PayPal in the link in the stream description, but that's not Patreon. Also, tempting. Don't pay for the premium Snapchat. Just FYI, it's a ripoff.
Oh my god. Words to the wise. All right. Regardless, we are going to be talking about 5th year and why it is not the best.
Why it's
but still
the
good.
opposite of sick, as in how I feel, and not kickflip kind.
Tubular.
Yes, exactly.
Right, so let's voice our feelings, how we feel about like an unbiased feeling towards 5th year.
The literal worst thing Dokkan has ever done. No, I'm just kidding.
Dang.
No. So, personally, okay.
You
The
prefer the air?
units, huh?
Personally, you prefer the air?
I do. Trust me. The units that all came out, like every single unit that came out, including the free to play ones, fire. Good stuff all around. LRs that came out, great LRs, great additions to the game. Other units that were added, so on and so forth, good stuff. But content was awfully lacking compared to years past. And it didn't help as well. I think, like, the way that they put the information in the game also kind of skewed our opinions, because I feel like if they would have combined part 2 and 3, then people would have felt like this was a lot more solid of a
It just feels dragged
anniversary.
out.
Yeah. It feels very dragged out. It feels like they definitely could have put the content in the game sooner. And even if that was the case, that was how they did it, I still think it would be lacking in content comparatively to the last. But for a celebration with 3 parts, certainly did not feel like it.
Yeah. That and just to compare it to fourth year real quick, because remember how fourth year we got the Goku Junior and Vegeta Junior Easy A's?
Yes.
And they were actual Easy A's, right?
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to say, like, oh, Extreme Z area, bad,
Bro, wait,
like,
wait, real quick, pause. I've literally seen someone on Twitter say Extreme Z area is the worst thing to ever be added into Dokkan. That's a controversial opinion.
it is, but not unwarranted.
Not far from the truth.
Regardless, like, the units are still great. That's like, and the Extreme Z area was actually pretty challenging, which isn't that bad, honestly.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Like, it doesn't have much value compared to, like, the regular EZAs.
True.
And I feel like if they're going to start doing these for free-to-play units, they need to start EZAing some regular units and have more Extreme Z battles instead of Extreme Z areas. Because,
I can agree.
We got nothing Extreme Z battle-related for the entirety of fifth year.
Yeah, that's crazy. I feel like they are very happy on easy areas now, though, just because it's new.
Okay, if you want to make easy areas be free-to-play units only, sure, and like the old hero extermination events, but they're
disgusting.
Like, sure, okay, we'll live with it though, but at least like compensate by giving us some easy A's. Like Int Blue Vegeta could have fit perfectly into the celebration.
True, that's true.
They just didn't do it.
It's very odd. Let's real quick. Let me go over all of the events that were in third year, fourth year, and then fifth year, okay? Just so we kind of have a baseline as well. So we had the battle for Namek, right? The 6 days to the edge of the galaxy with Goku, right? Are we going to count the banner? We'll just count the banners for the sake of comparison, I guess.
Yeah.
The new Dokkan events, along with the new banners, right? The Extreme Z battle for the Planet Namek saga, which was like crazy good because you had to go super high in that to be able to get all the rewards.
Yeah.
Which I thought was really cool. We had the Ginyu Force.
Good incentive too.
True. We had the Ginyu Force, right? Because there's not really incentive besides Zenny to keep going on easy A's. The Ginyu Force came out, which obviously is like super, super crazy. And then that was it, right? But
mainly, yeah.
Yeah. What did I miss anything? I don't think so.
I don't think so, but regardless.
Are we counting? No. Definitely not. UI doesn't count. And then so we had that, right? Because I'm looking at the wiki page for all of it. So we had all of that come in, right? It feels like there was more for that.
Either way, let's continue with the conversation before we go look back.
Yeah, so
we stay on our train of thought.
Fourth year, right? We had the does B-Pan count as part of fourth year?
I would count B-Pan, yes.
Okay. Does the World Tournament count too?
Bring up. World Tournament?
There was 28th, yeah. It gave the
oh, yeah, I'd say that is content. Yeah,
okay.
It's grindy content, but it's content.
So B-Pan, Giru, and then Goku Junior's EZA, The
Yeah, the junior
banners,
easy is both of them.
yeah, the banners in the
Vegeta Junior. Sorry
yeah,
to interrupt.
true. No,
Vegeta
no,
Junior
well,
came out during the anniversary too.
yeah, I'm just going down the list chronologically.
Okay.
The fours, right, with their events and their banners. Like you said, Vegeta Junior is easy A.
And that was a meaty story event too. The
True.
Vegeta Junior story event, like
Yes.
that gave tons. Which is
Yeah.
another thing.
The Shadow Dragon Saga story event, which is that. The Wish on the Eternal Dragon, right? And then we had the Battlefield, right, which is cool. That brought along Oob. And then we had the two LRs, right? The GT Trio and Baby.
Yeah.
Then we had the raid for Omega. Can you see the glaring difference here already?
Yeah.
And then
Also, I was gonna say I lost train of thought. Is
the Shadow Dragon event that led up to that, the free-to-play Kid Goku.
from the raid.
Yeah. And then, right, moving on to 5th year, we have the Zero Mortals plan, the 3 Saiyans event, Whis' training, the Frieza event, the Dragon Ball Infinite History, Boss Rush, Vegito and Gogeta, right? Battlefield, and then the easy area for Goku Black.
Yeah, and the free to play units.
Right. I'm kind of lumping them into their story event.
Yeah.
But, like, that's a crazy amount of content difference, especially from 4th year to 5th year. And especially considering that 5th year was 3 parts rather than just 2. That's insane.
I will say in 5th year's defense, it did bring Boss Rush and Infinite History, which was, sure, it didn't last long, but it was some nice stones.
True.
And it brought 2 stages, which was really nice at once.
Right.
But, I don't know, especially, I want to say it's with the story events, too. Like I said, Vegeta Jr. story event from 4th year was meaty. Like, you got 22 stones from that.
Right.
And that's less than both of these new story events. Like, the Monster story event is 6 stages.
True.
And the Goku Vegeta, and the Broly and Vegeta one is like 5.
And speaking of those
They're
story
really
events,
short.
right?
Yeah.
That, like, literal, like you said, 6 and 5 stages was dragged out over 3 parts of release, or rather the first 2.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me, bro? A 5 to 6 stage story event being dragged out over 2 parts? Bro, you could have made it a 12 and 10 stage story event at that point.
Definitely. And then there's also the fact that we had the new Battlefield,
Yeah.
and we got nothing for it. This is the first unique Battlefield where we got nothing.
Uh-huh.
And we got Oob last time, right?
Right. Correct.
And sure, we did get LR Goku Zamasu, which he is still a great LR, first easy LR. That's amazing. But with 4th year, we got 2 free to play LRs, and both of them are pretty decent. We got B Pen and we got Oob.
And B-Pen is like
B Pen is like really good,
crazy, yeah.
and we only got Goku Zamasu. We didn't even get, like, it feels like, so you know what went back way back when I said that I didn't like 4th year that much because it just felt like they copied 3rd year but tried to be bigger. When it comes to 5th year, they did the same but added less.
That is weird.
They kept the same amount of summonable LRs, cut out a free-to-play LR. They still had the 2 easy A's. But we didn't have the Extreme Z areas we didn't have the Extreme Z battles to go with, and we had the areas this time. We had shorter story events, and we didn't even have a raid.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, that's what I loved about 4th year, though. Omega raid.
Yeah, the EZA area wasn't truly a raid. Like, they presented it that way, but they were like, haha, funny, not actually raid.
Like, because, sure, 3rd year brought the Ginyu Force. 4th year brought the raids. And then they even continued that into 300 million downloads with the Cell raid. And then, it's funny enough, 5th year took, like, the Hercule tile breaking thing and made it into the Frieza entrance exam thing, but didn't try and do a raid either. And there was ample material there too.
Right.
But it just they didn't capitalize.
Yeah.
And I feel like it could have, like, imagine if we got, like, some sort of, like a card from, like, and like a Zamasu raid or whatever. where it could be like a giant Zamasu, like where he got giant or something.
That could be cool.
Or like that funny meme of Zamasu, like when he's crying.
That would be funny.
Like
That's
that
an
could
April
have been
Fool's card
cool.
right there.
That would be a funny April Fool's. But like I don't know, like it just feels like missed opportunities.
Yeah. And even
And
like,
like not even to talk about how in V Jump, they even said there's going to be for 50 or some sort of extreme super battle road. 50 is over.
that's true.
Sure, that may have been misinformation. Who knows? But like, it almost feels like they put more work into Saiyan Day than 50.
You know, maybe they did.
And maybe I want to blame it if it's going to be a dual celebration, but it just feels like it sucks. Honestly, I don't know.
And it's like too with the Ginyu Force, right? That was like so much content despite like it just being a couple of stages. That was a lot to do. All of those different Ginyu Force stages every day. And then getting them rainbowed and getting them SA10 and all that stuff, right? Crazy. Crazy amount of content there. I remember sitting there for like literally, days on end being like, bruh, this grind is crazy.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. It definitely feels lackluster. And I think that shows. And it stings too because I feel like they almost tried to focus on the summonable units more. Like, you could even say that the evidence of that in the intro movie, right? The first intro movie was Vegito and Gogeta. And then the second intro movie was Chile, Limo, and Broly and Goku Black. And like, that was just bait in itself.
Yeah, because it was a free-to-play one
Right.
with the summoner one. Like, why?
I don't know. That was definitely a bamboozle, honestly. I wish they would have. I don't know, because I like that they're summonable, but at the same time, they shouldn't have been paired with them. And then literally the third anniversary movie was like basically just for the new wallpaper.
Yeah.
Which was kind of big dumb, if you're asking me. But
No, I agree. It didn't feel like 3 parts.
yeah, it felt like 2.5 or maybe like 2, but just longed out.
Yeah.
Longed out. Extended.
Let's not even get started on this. Like on this, a minor gripe probably, but this stupid wait for the LR summon.
Yeah,
the last ticket was held out till part 3.
Yeah, that's true.
So we were waiting over 20 days for that. Like, granted, it was awesome they gave that. Definitely great. But why hold it back so long?
Yeah, what was the reasoning?
I don't understand. Maybe they just wanted to keep people playing, but
I know, it's like everybody's checking in every day, like, oh, is a ticket here? Okay, nope, we're out. It's just so... It's such an odd decision to me to do that, too, because, I don't know, maybe that was their intention, that they wanted to keep people coming back in, but I would think that they would want people to do the summon? I don't know. She said, too, if they get a new LR, then they're stuck in the game, too, because they're farming the new LR. I don't know. Very, very weird. But I think that, okay, so let's look at it this way then. I think we've pretty much gotten, like, comparison's sake, right? What do you think they could do better for next year then?
Honestly, but before we get into that, I want to ask one more question, actually.
No.
Boy.
All right, moving on. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
But how do you feel about the equipment?
Ooh, so that's another good point. That's something that we didn't really account for. So, 3rd year anniversary introduced
transformations.
4th year anniversary introduced
active skills.
And then 5th year anniversary introduced equipment.
There's a big discrepancy between those, honestly.
So, like, it's weird because it's like equipment is super powerful and definitely a really cool thing that they added into Dokkan. And it's definitely like a mechanic that I think people like. I mean, I certainly like it. It definitely allows for a lot more like strategy and most importantly memes with your units, right? That you can pull off. that you couldn't necessarily before, right?
Mm.
But at the same time, right, active skills and transformations both interact with the card itself. Now, yes, equipment does that, but like in the middle of battle, right? Like your equipment thing isn't popping and say equipment active, you know, and then like you get a special move for the equipment or something. The transformation is a whole animation, changes the entire unit, right? The active skill can also be a transformation which changes the entire unit, building off of the transformation mechanic, and not only that, having the extra attack, right? If that's how the card works, which is also stupid busted. And then now it's like equipment, which is essentially just dupe system 1.5. So I think like there's a lot to be said.
Dupe system 1.5 is a really good, or 1.5 is a good way to describe it.
Yeah. It's just not as impactful. And it's not that it's not a welcome addition. It's just not at the same level as active skills and transformations. So I don't know. Like the problem is too, what else would they have introduced?
See, I don't know. Like I really don't know. Like I like the equipment. I'm worried about how accessible it'll be. Definitely.
Yeah, that's
and I don't like how you can't take it off. You can only replace it and then you lose it.
Right.
I don't like that.
So you got to be real confident when you're putting the equipment on your unit.
Not even Legends does that.
Yeah, true. And we know
equipment are even more of a grind, I'd say, than regular Dokkan.
We know Legends is a bad game. Shout out to Dust.
But no, it's like I don't know. Like I feel like they introduced equipment alongside something else. Like, heck, what happened to exchange units, man?
True.
We got 3 of them and they're gone.
You think that they should make a summonable one?
Pardon?
You think they should make a summonable one?
Well, we have the LR 16, 17, and 18. Remember? But
no, but like, yeah.
Definitely. Like, I love that. It's a cool mechanic.
It is a cool mechanic.
It's different than regular transformations. But it's an active skill that's a transformation, but not really. Because like with like the exchange free to play units, they're still considered a Goku and Vegeta, meaning they are on pure Saiyans, but they transform into Trunks and Gohan, but they're still pure Saiyans.
Right.
It's weird, but it feels fresh.
Right.
It's cool.
It's unique.
Yeah, definitely. And I'd love more of that. Like a wild card like the Gogeta that becomes a Vegito. That exchanges into Vegito. That would be stupid and amazing.
Actually, that would be super... okay, like totally not like time not on par, but hit Jiren and Goku that goes into Gogeta. I'm just saying.
That would be there. They would have no categories, but that would be fine.
Exactly. No, they'd be on Hybrid Saiyans, Universe 6, Universe 11, or Hybrid Saiyans,
not how that works.
Pure Saiyans, Goku's family, Hit family,
Jiren family.
Yeah. But anyhow,
no,
I agree.
Potential in it. They just squandered that potential too, I feel, honestly.
And I don't know, maybe it's like they were testing the waters with the LR androids and seeing like, oh, will people bite for this? But I feel like using an LR for that is not the same. Good. Yeah, as
they have the free cards, which are still amazing. But like, give us a Dokkan Fest, man. Come on.
Yeah,
there's so many good options.
Yeah, there could be a lot of cool things. Like you could have you know what would actually be really cool? Goku, and then the heart virus strikes, and then Vegeta comes in.
Wait, repeat that?
Goku with the heart virus, Vegeta comes in.
That would be good.
Yeah, and then fights our favorite fat clown.
That would also be weird because that would mean that Vegeta Goku exchange would be on Goku's family. That's weird. I love it.
Right, exactly.
A Vegeta on Goku's family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No
pun intended. That'd be awesome.
And for the self-biography, we have going with all the exchange units too.
Yes, that is true. Regardless, though, I agree. It's like it's definitely not the same caliber of thing, right? I don't like that's like I agree with you because Although I don't think it would have been like maybe good to use exchange units because that's not introducing a new mechanic, which is like
Yeah,
kind of
definitely
their
not.
theme.
Yeah.
But I feel like adding anything else directly to the cards, like in battle, would be too OP for the game.
Yeah, I feel like unless it's like because sure we have transformation and active skills going
Uh-huh.
hand in hand now. Like if they introduced a new mechanic for a card that just was separate from all of them, I feel like it could work.
Like
But
what?
what kind of I don't know what kind of mechanic could we have at this point that we don't have already.
Good question. Mr. Bandai Spy, tell us.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like equipment on its own just felt like it wasn't enough. Because as good as it is, it's also you have to wait to get enough of it. With active skills, you had it right there. Like they gave you B-Pan to use active skills. They gave you Piccolo for transformations.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
And you're 100% right too. It's like it's a little bit harder to determine the future of these as well because it's an item rather than just something that's a part of the card.
Mm.
So who knows what they're gonna end up doing with that? Maybe they just like keep the Wish training, but like nerf it, and then like once a week maybe you get a gold equip or something. I don't know.
Maybe. Now, if they ever makes equipment summonable, then we're gonna have a problem.
Please don't be like those other gotcha games.
Unless it's from friend points, that would be a good way to make that banner
That
useful.
that would be a good way to make that useful. Bandai Spy, take notes. Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah, I'm writing that down actually.
Anyhow, so what do you think for the question from before? What do they do for 6 year to improve?
I don't know. I feel like another mechanic could be good, but like, if the question is what
What about in terms of content?
in terms of what
Content.
content, I feel like definitely use raids. The raids are amazing. Like the 100 stages, it's like it takes time, but you get rewarded for it.
Right.
Maybe actually have an Extreme Z battle. Make it like tied to the Easy A somehow. Like with how we had Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Majin Vegeta. They Easy A the Super Saiyan 2 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta.
Hmm?
Or just Majin Vegeta. They did something like that. Make like get it. Find a unit you can Easy A that's tied to it. If you're not going to do it for free to play units,
Right.
and
like
there
that.
are a lot of units that could use an Easy A still. Half the general pool, pretty much. But like it would be cool. Like imagine during Saiyan Day, for example, we finally get the Mass Saiyan Easy A. That would be amazing,
Bruh.
and it would fit the theme. Theming is
I
what
would be so happy.
like, I just angry.
So what do you think about them just like copy and pasting old events? Like we have the Frieza's training, right? That is essentially the same thing as the Hercules stone Warudo
Oh,
breaking.
you mean the Frieza's training? Yeah.
Yeah, like how do you feel about them like making another version of an already existing event like that?
See, I don't think it's actually that bad because like it's a decent event. It gives you some good stuff. Is it original? No, but
Yeah, because
it's
that event
something for us
copied
to do.
the punching event, essentially, right?
Copied what?
The punching event.
Basically, it's just nerfed more possible punching event.
Yeah.
But like, it does have the unique spin of having a category bonus attached to it, which is cool. But like, it's like it wouldn't be anything original if they did do it again, but it would be something to do. Still, it would be nice.
True. I don't know. I definitely feel like they could do some stuff. I will say, I do think that it's weird because like in my head I'm almost like, oh, let's make like equipment something you can buy in the shop so then you can more easily access what you want, but at the same time I think it was smart making it an event because that's just more content and then also more reason to log in every day. I think a world tournament is something easy, right, that they could do.
Definitely.
And two, like, again, I think honestly the raid, like you said, is the big thing. The easy A, and then they need to do something with the battlefield.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, okay, cool, it's here and it's gone now. What's so cool, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like if it keeps going like down in quality, so to speak, I don't think it's gonna be good for the game, honestly.
I can agree with that.
It's gonna dishearten players from expecting more. Which I feel like, to an extent, players should expect more from the game if they enjoy it.
Right.
Like, don't want to see the game grow, obviously.
Right.
But I feel like, in comparison from 4th to 5th, sure, the units were better. But overall, it just feels like kind of a step down in some places.
Yeah. Most definitely.
More steps down than it was step ups, honestly.
Well, yeah, there was no step up banner.
I'm waiting for that on global.
I will say, I do feel like they're, in terms of what the units do and how they operate, they're doing a pretty good job on that. I will say, I think we've had enough Super Saiyan 4s and Vegetos and Gogetas to last 2 more lifetimes of Dokkan's life expectancy.
Yeah, fair.
But, I mean, they are super hype characters. I understand why they use them. But I do hope that they do something else. Like, I suppose that there's not as many characters that could bring that much hype to a celebration, but I don't know. There's definitely still some left. Like UI Goku and Jiren, 100% anniversary worthy.
Yeah, and if not, download Celebration at least.
Yeah, 100%.
Or minimum.
What are some other good examples? Like, because it's like almost everything has been covered, kinda, now. From like the big stuff in Z, at least, and I think there would be that hype. And pretty much everything from Super, I guess, besides UI Goku and Jiren. I don't know. I definitely think that there's still a couple left, though. Also, too, one thing that I think could help, and maybe this isn't just necessarily anniversary, but I guess on the topic of like Dokkan's life expectancy, as kind of odd as this is to say, I think that, and I've actually said this a really long time ago. I don't remember where I said it, and then funny enough, Legends literally did it. Bandai Spy is definitely listening. But I said that I think Dokkan should introduce an original character. Like,
I can agree. Yes.
In the story, right? Make an original character. I understand that you are the main player, but I think that there should be a character that, is from Dokkan, because I think that would help, because, like, obviously we have Charlotte and Legends, and I feel like that is part of the reason, at least, that Legends does so well, because Charlotte seems to be a pretty well-received character. The actual unit is really good. And not only that, it just creates more hype, more buzz, more talk, more fan art, so on and so forth about the game. Though, I do kind of understand them not doing it, only because then it's like, I don't know, maybe partially the reason why Dokkan is so successful is because they just stick to things in Dragon Ball, I suppose. But I don't know. I personally, I think it would do the game well. And that would be cool to introduce them for an anniversary, right? Or even like, I don't know, make up a character in the lore. Like, you know how there's like, what's his name? There's that one Saiyan that's like the original Super Saiyan God, Yamoshi or something.
Or whatever, yeah.
That would be so cool if they introduced like that into Dokkan. I don't know. I mean, I guess it would be kind of hard to implement in the story since Dokkan's story is already so far.
Fair.
But I don't know. I definitely still think that it would help. Or it would just be a cool addition.
Yeah.
Make the logo a character.
Not bad.
The Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle logo.
Well, regardless, I think we've basically got our points across.
Yeah, definitely.
The 5th year, it wasn't bad, but could have been better.
Yeah.
It could have definitely been a lot better.
I will agree, though. I like last thing. 100%. The fact that they said in V-Jump, new SBR stage is coming, and then they didn't come for 5th year, absolute shaft.
Definitely.
Grade A shaft. I don't know if they are going to introduce it for Saiyan Day, or if they, are going to be like, surprise, last day of the anniversary, here's the SBR stages. I don't think they will. But
it's way too late for that.
yeah. There's that way. It is also like, okay, last thing.
Go ahead.
It is also weird. This isn't like, I guess, content per se, but you know those loading screens? Like when you go into a game, the loading screens like that replace the tips that are like the anniversary ones, right? Like with Gogeta and Broly and the Bulma and Mai one. Those only got implemented like a couple of days ago. And the anniversary is literally over. Like, why? Why not just...
I can agree with that.
Why not just have done it from the beginning? Or at the very least after, like, make, like, some of them available, the ones that would fit for Vegito and Gogeta, so you don't spoil them. And then after Chila and Lemo and Black released, right? Then put those. But, like...
Yeah.
Why at the end? It's so dumb.
No, I can agree with that. That definitely is really weird.
Yeah, big silly. Because fourth year, I think, had them for pretty much the whole thing. And it was like, I don't know, to be fair, those loading screens did literally have Baby in the LR trio, but still nobody suspected it. But I think now that we know, you know, that that's the case, that you could kind of look to those for some clues. But then again, it is just like tied into the story of what's the theme of the anniversary. I don't know. Also, okay, I actually last... no.
One more.
I promise. How do you feel about it being two different themes? Because, okay. I guess technically, it's weird because like third year was...
I get what you mean though.
Yeah.
I get what you mean.
Third year was like mostly Namek, but then also the units were Gogeta and Vegito, which was a little bit weird. But like then fourth year was just all GT, which I guess is still like kind of all over the place in terms of characters from GT, but I think that's a little bit different than like Z and Super. But then like this, it was literally like Broly movie theme and Goku Black Arc theme.
I do like it, honestly. Like how it's like two themes like trying to mix together. I don't know what else they could do it though if they continue doing it. Like in my mind, I'm thinking like, what if they did a Kefla and Gotenks do a Dokkan Fest?
That'd be cool.
I feel like that could be funny.
That could be funny. Definitely needs some more love for the other fusions too. No cap.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, all right. Actually, one more thing. No, I'm just kidding.
One more thing.
Nintendo looking.
I think we got our points across.
Yes,
so.
Definitely. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As always, let us know what you think about the 5th year anniversary in the comments section below. I'm sure y'all have a lot to say because I've already seen plenty of opinions on Twitter, and Kayvon has shared some with me from the Reddit and stuff like that. We'd love to hear what you have to say about this, if you feel the same, if you feel a little bit different. And again, I think the big question, what can they do to improve the anniversary for 6th year?
Yeah.
So, with that then, hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Stay warm, I guess. Stay safe. I don't know. I got to chill, and I was like, oh, I'm cold. Let's just speak. Do it.
Look forward to cooler tonight, I guess, when this goes up.
Yes, look forward to cooler. Pro tip, do a multi and dip. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah. Good idea.
Anyhow, from all of us here at the Extreme Z Podcast, thank you so much for watching.
See you.